Let's get it.
Good little hero.
Welcome to our humble... Wait, are you Karlak? A lot of us were in Avernus. We saw you fighting. You were so good.
Well, yeah, I guess I was. I mean, you should avoid fighting for devils if you can. But if you can't, it helps to have a good right hook.
I saw you lay out a Moor demon in 2 hits. Bam! Bam! We were all like, whoa! How'd you learn to fight like that?
Had to. Life didn't pull any punches. It was up to me to learn to take a hit and deal one back.
I've been tossed around a lot too. I want to learn how to fight back too.
From the look of things, you've got your wits about you. A clever mind and a bit of style will take you a long way. Fight with those, and you may find you never need to use your fists at all.
In that case, want to buy a lucky ring I found?
Ha! Nice try, Shorty. Keep it up, though, and you'll be scamming with the greats in no time. It is, isn't it? Hope he makes it out of this mess with his wits in one piece. I'd like to see him set up in a proper home in the city. Every kid deserves that.
Last light! Check it out! We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need? I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone, but I do have something pretty special in stock. A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out. Mole gave it to me, and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old jackaday. I mean, maybe. I guess it is kind of old. Here. Birds of a feather. Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock. Welcome back. Are you... I'm alive, ain't I? What's not to like? treasure? Premium trinkets and doodahs.
But I will, damn it!
You need to get into the towers. I intend to find one. What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Any help from Jahir?
She wants the same thing we do. To save the city.
But she doesn't care if the Grand Tree lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. But her focus...
Last Light's best bargains right here.
Don't wander far. We need to talk.
Baldur's Gate can't.
If you have an alternative in mind, please. Patience. We may know a way through the curse.
If I do, don't even know if you'll ever recover.
But we do.
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way Zevlor spoke of you. Ceres, Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one. Gone. And more than half the others with him. We were ambushed, out in the cursed lands. Cultists of this absolute. Zevlor froze, begged us to surrender. But they were toying with us, making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse. Zevlor had hope. It didn't save him. A little sense will serve us better, I think. But... thanks. It was sweet of you to try.
Just do your best, all right?
I will.
I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is on stopping the cult.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Have an alternative in mind, please.
Your job is to serve drinks, you little devil. Do it!
Oh, you're all right. Thank goodness. I was worried they'd got you too. I keep replaying it. Over. They lined us up like dogs. Asherak was with the kids, telling them it was going to be all right. Maybe that's why they picked him. Told him to kneel. They took his eyes first. Then his tongue. Roland, of all people. He said he stayed in the Grove because of you. I'm damn glad of it. Without him, well, none of us would be here. Yes, Cal and Leah were dragged away. How do you do it? How do you keep going? You make it... You've done... If they're not dead, they're in Moonrise. Thank you. Just be careful.
Far from it. We need a way.
There's another bottle of arrow.
Jahir is...
Jahira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did. Cute. Maybe she'll write a... She can leave out the part where my brother and... If you hadn't filled their heads with all that self-righteous, heroic crap at the Grove, none of this would have happened. Oh, I will. You go save the world.
But we do know that anyone...
I tried telling Mr. Roland that he'd...
Cheating, but have you seen any
Rot in
treasure?
prison while Baldur's Gate burns.
If this is about Roland, go away! He acts like he wished we weren't here. Like he wished he hadn't saved us. now. We're just trying to save him from drinking himself stupid. Yeah. Anyway, it's his loss. I was gonna give it to Roland so he could learn new spells, you know? Maybe.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
But we do know that anyone is charging into the I intend to fight them. What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse. She wants the same thing we do.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Guys, I wouldn't go that
That's curious.
Her focus.
This place is awesome.
Taylor's doing her best. She shows no signs of waking.
We can wait.
I missed that.
Baldur's Gate.
Awesome.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it. Patience. He may know a way.
Last night's best
Don't even know if
bargain.
he'll ever-
But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows.
So the plan.
Good to see you're still breathing. It's the best we can hope for.
Way into the towers. I intend to find one. We send any more of our people into the curse.
Any help from Jahir?
In the market for something special? Pleasure doing. Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest.
Look,
It's good to see you again. I'd ask if you've made any progress with your little problem. But the telltale twitching of your eye is answer enough. My dear, nothing. They're not the only ones ripe for temptation, you know. My last contract here fed me for decades. Family troubles. I never... Catherick. Now who would... If you want, but the time for now...
shall I wager? Seems that way.
Take it easy while you can. I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you. We've been waiting, hoping against hope, for someone like you. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
It hurts.
Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
Selûnite magic. Dark Lady, forgive me.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier. There is, actually. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketheric himself. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketheric, alive.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketheric will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
Moon Maiden, guide my hand. You'll make excellent.
mercy.
Time to strike.
Isabel! No! What in the nine hells happened?
Marcus, is that you?
I've been blessed. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketherick, alive.
A haunting face swims into your mind's eye, its instructions vivid in your mind. Nothing is more important than bringing the girl alive.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
The Absolute. You can't believe them, Marcus.
Time to go. Come along, Isabel.
You'll make excellent fruit.
price will be paid now.
Cedric wants her alive, at any cost.
Marcus! Is that...
I've been blessed.
He's a flaming fist. Or was. Came with the others when we created this haven.
True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketherick, alive. We are all alike in her service. Do as I...
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Pathetic.
Yeah, you can't, but...
Time to... Come along, Isabel.
You'll make excellent fertilizer.
What should I do?
want to.
General Ketherick wants her alive at any cost. I must heal.
Let you die.
Talk to me.
Let's see what we have here.
Tormento! The General will be pleased if you go quietly. much to bear.
Taking position. Need to act fast. Have to keep going.
Tormento!
Tactical.
Take
What's going on?
Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
Isabel, are you all right? I'm fine. Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking us this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isabel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Ketheric will strike again. We need you to strike first. General Ketheric Thorm. Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed. Dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketheric Thorm live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible.
A Sharan? Perhaps someone I should seek out.
We met him on the road here, commanding the army of the Absolute. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. A man does not return from the dead and becomes impervious to arrows out of nowhere. There is magic at work. Strong, arcane, and most likely necromantic. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. We took shelter here and were considering a full retreat until you came along. I don't know why he's waiting. Why he's not marching his army west as we speak. But as long as he remains, there's still a chance. You are that chance. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that. Why does a man like him do anything? Power, spite, some kind of twisted personal morality. I can understand why he'd want me dead. Without me keeping the curse at bay, everyone in this inn, everyone intent on killing him, is dead too. As for why he'd want to take me alive, I don't know. And I don't want to find out. Now that we have you, I hope I won't have to. No mercy. For Ketheric will have none on you. End this. On with you. Unless you want to come back to a gaggle of shadow-cursed harpers. Go on, then. It belongs to the goddess Shar. According to the harpers, it fell here when they defeated Ketheric. The one who tried to have me kidnapped. I suppose they didn't defeat him quite hard enough. Right place, right time. When a cleric of Selûne stumbles into a Sharan shadow, she's bound to set it to rights. At any cost. I could say the same. But perhaps we should save the trivia, till we're on the other side of this thing. Promise not to die, and we'll celebrate with our life stories. Moon and shadow. Light and dark. Divine sisters ever at war. And this place has become one more battlefield. Sometimes life forces us to choose sides. Luckily, sometimes the choice is obvious.
I don't know, guys.
No surprise to find a traitor among the Flaming Fist. Honor isn't their strong suit.
Mold needs us. I know, but we need a plan.
We'll keep an eye on Isabel. If they send anyone else to snatch her, we'll be there to stop them.
He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet. We believe the cultists have taken Duke Ravengard to Moonrise Towers. I don't suppose you found a way in. Isabel cleared this place, and he just appeared. We think he's staying at the inn when the curse fell, which means he's been trapped inside for a century. It beggars belief he's alive at all. Hopefully, he'll come round. Tell us something useful about getting through the shadows. Right now, he seems to have little more to him than a refrain from some song or other. Wouldn't we all? I'm not even sure he's fully conscious, but feel free to say hello. Maybe a new face will inspire him. Unfortunately, I won't be here when he comes around. I'm heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
Holy shit. That's my old boss. The guy who sold me to Zariel.
You know the name Gortash, a counselor with considerable influence on Baldurian industry and politics. But he is no lord.
The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives. Except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
Snuffling and stalking.
Flame color. That's your name, isn't it? Art color? I'm Fistula.
Nathaniel and me climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
No idea, I'm afraid. Whoever it is must be someone important to him. He's been saying the same thing over and over, ever since we found him. If you know how to get through to him, don't hesitate.
Daniel.
The patient is physically well, but psychologically detached, dissociated from himself.
He's been in the Shadowfell. All memories will have been stripped away. We need to remind him who he is. Some personal effects, maybe?
His fingertips sport calluses and toughened skin, as if from manual labor, or playing a stringed instrument, perhaps.
This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway. If he does, He isn't sane.
Some parchment there. Looks official.
So Gortash is a lord now. I'd like to clap eyes on this steel watch of his. You already know the story. I was Gortash's bodyguard, loyal as they come, when he made the deal with Zariel. She got a test subject for her infernal engine. I never found out what he got. This is the kind of man who gets a title. Authority. Makes me sick. Oh, the city. Baldur's Gate. Home. I can almost taste it, you know. Not even Gortash can spoil that.
We see shadows, they get darker, but our hiding place is brighter. Daniel and me do just what we please together.
Already? But we don't even know the way to Moonrise. That's why we should leave now.
Snuffling and stalking in the shade where we are walking. We are fearsome, black and red. We are...
Marcus was scum. But the rest of us are loyal to Duke Ravengard. Loyal to Baldur's Gate, I swear it.
We're gone. Even if she did, it doesn't matter. Us. I know, but we need a plan.
Climbing up the tree. We see what we see and do just what we please. Together, waiting for the sun. Forever, we see shadows they get darker.
Why don't we ask Tahira? Because she did a great job protecting Mol.
Maybe we should ask someone else.
Who?
I've known Marcus for years. To think that he would turn on us, on me. You did well to defend Isabel.
Do just what we please. Together, waiting for the sun. Forever.
Mol would do the same for any of us. You know it.
But how do we get into Moonrise? We can't fight those shadow things.
We could. I beat up those harpies, and they're way scarier than shadows.
You know what Mol would hate more than anything? Bad things happening to us. You've seen what's out there. We wouldn't stand a chance.
But it's our job to bring Mol back.
Look at him. He's a proper adventurer. And if we got hurt, Mol would be really mad at us.
Fine. But you gotta understand, Mol is family. Bring her back, please.
Don't mind if I do.
Traitors among us. A child taken. And still I can only feel relief. If they had taken Isabel too, Honesty will serve you better than charity. I blundered into their trap, and it cost us. You have the honor of making up for my mistake. I trust that you will. Then speak. The same way hoppers learn of anything. Poking noses where they don't belong. We sent an agent to infiltrate this cult. The latest fad among the city's bored nobility, I thought. Until that same agent returned and tried to plant a knife in my neck. My first encounter with a true soul. I'm glad ours ended on friendlier terms. From there, I made some inquiries of my own. Saw firsthand how easily the cult could turn friend to foe with but the twist of a tadpole. And so I gathered my harpers and came to the source. Moonrise Towers. Ugh, some crusty ballad monger, I expect. They have me slaying gods or laying with them, depending on the bard. Volothamp Gedarm? Oh, that old fraud should be dust a century past. But then, lies live forever, and he's half made of this stuff. You'll have to sing that one for me when all of this is done. In any case, it was a lifetime ago by now. And for all our victories, we remain on the back foot. We fight, we die, and we just hope that when our time comes, there is someone else to take our place. The songs would have you believe we saved the realm's entire. Perhaps we did. They simply refused to stay saved.
Playtime's over, pet.
Ah, I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil, and a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers, and you're getting him out.
Ahem.
Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
Oh, and what condition is that?
Your mind links with Will's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
Will relaxes, and your connection fades.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash?
You recall an old incantation from a children's story, said to void a devil's contract. Abi diabole et nunquam redi.
I've never seen such a fearless display of sheer idiocy. Bravo! Fine. I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon soul bearer's fulfillment of related obligation. Now, to Moonrise, pet. And do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
Hello.